So we're tag teaming it today, and you might have noticed that we were clicking a little earlier before. It's not something that we just do randomly. It's something us spoken word poets like to hear. So if you hear you hear something you like, and you want to show us some appreciation rather than clicking, rather than clapping, I'd really like to hear the clicks. Want to practice that? And the I like that too. So
It's not creepy. You're good. You're good to go.
all right. I love you, Australia. But you need to stop. You need to stop pressuring me. Stop pigeonholing me. Stop labeling me. I am not your moderate or liberal or conservative or fundamentalist or extreme or radical. Stop orientalizing me. Inadvertently legitimizing stereotypes. Stop putting the onus on me to plead not guilty. Stop otherizing me. Stop exotifying me, eroticizing me. I am not a Halloween costume. I'm not here for you to find me beautiful, desirable, for me to make you feel comfortable. Stop defining me. Stop speaking at me, about me, for me. It's not up to me to prove my humanity. Stop trying to translate me. Stop bleach creaming me into your standard of perfection. Stop mispronouncing my name, Sarah. Telling me to behave. Stop calling me angry, dismissing the anger as if I don't have a right to be. Stop projecting your insecurities onto desperate people seeking survival as if they're a threat to your way of life. Do not reverse anything me. Stop telling me you don't see color as though we're invisible. Stop calling for whiteness studies or man studies at already whitewashed universities. Stop giving out grants for people to fix me. You arrived here shipwrecked, yet like pilgrims. You continue to take and take and take and take over, to gentrify and occupy and colonize today. Stop letting woolies take over your goddamn holidays. Stop dispossessing me, hyphenating me, erasing my memories, unwriting history. Stop soaking our cultures in violence. Stop warring with me from the bedroom to the battlefield. Stop objectifying me. All our priests, philosophers, and politicians are male, while the majority of those subjected to nudity, to slavery, are female. Stop undressing me, glass-housing me, gender pay gapping me. I don't want a seat at the table. I want to break the damn table. Stop color shaming,
Slut shaming.
fat shaming,
Skinny
tall shaming,
Age shaming.
sex worker shaming. Did you forget you're half woman? You will not find your revolution in between our legs. I march the streets for my right to speak. I leave pieces of myself in pavements, a witness to Victor's history. See, language can imprison, but it can also free. I was left on the doorsteps of civil war, homeless, but words are my homecoming. They didn't know bullets could trigger tongues, and with each poem I write, I breathe a new life. See, I write for myself, to own myself, for self-preservation, a declaration of political warfare. So stop putting me on trial. I'm the judge, the defendant, the prosecutor, the jury, and the judge all at once. I'm not a debt to pay, an apology to make, a set of instructions, or one version of your reality. So stand with me. Do not make the universe a single story.
And we're important enough to be spoken about, but never spoken to. See them out to eliminate me, obliterate me. One wrong move is my funeral, commemorate me. Don't desecrate my memory, talking about being here to liberate me, please. Break me free from this chain of oppression. This depression, I confess I'm feeling the aggression. Your inflated ego wants to let me go, as if I were a caged bird singing some damsel in distress. I crave release, yes, but not from my religion. I crave to be set free from this vile condition where you're the norm that I'm expected to conform to. Constantly amazed at how your choice of clothing is an artistic expression, but mine spell repression, possession, sometimes potential weapon. This is what a feminist looks like. The words are printed across the front of the top. Nowhere between do not dry clean and warm wash only does the tag say made in sweatshop, and I'm sorry to pop your bubble of feminist bliss. But if you're going to advocate for equal rights, here's a handy tip. Don't support the exploitation of women you supposedly stand with. See, Australia, I love you, but here's the thing. Our actions have consequences. Like, Some of us decide to go out drinking on a Sunday night when we know we have work in 6 hours. And others decide to build a nation on the bones of the indigenous owners of the land and then pretend it never happened. What can I say? Some of us make really big mistakes. Some of us don't think about the price that was paid, and some of us should. And it's all well and good to say that it's in the past, that we've changed, that we're different today. But we're like a game show pinwheel, spin and target the minority of the day. Australia, I love you, but if I hear one more person complain about the fact that Vegemite is halal, I might actually cry. Being randomly selected at the airport is only funny the first time. And they wonder why I can't stay quiet, why I can't brave the silence. Mama says, watch yourself around people who pick up more than they can hold. We are decorations to be bought and sold, commodities on board the flavor bus. Love our food, our color, our clothes, but discard us. Or else we're just waiting to be saved. Cultures, religions, homes of the depraved. We are not lesser, not other, not oppressed. And despite your blatant show of disrespect, you'll still find me by your side. Fist and voice both raised high, fighting for your right to happiness and mine, because I choose happiness. From a young age, I witnessed what happens when people choose rage, when they let control run free like letting a dog off a leash. I saw eyes popping and hearts thrumming. I saw families torn apart. I choose happiness because my grandfather doesn't remember me. And if you can forget what's important, then why spend now focusing on what's shitty? I choose happiness because they told me I couldn't. Because they said take one pill a day, and I'm not here to debate chemical imbalance, because Lord knows there are days I wake up and wish that I hadn't. But one night I went outside to empty myself of sadness. When I stared at the sky, there were only clouds in sight. Laughed until I started to cry, asked God why. And when I looked up, the clouds had parted and a single star winked back at me. How then could I say no to being happy? So Australia, I choose happiness. I choose dancing in my boxes when everyone is sleeping. My favorite song starts with whistling, and you should see me around a packet of jelly beans. This year had been the worst of my life until I attended my first poetry night. And if life can change in a single instant, then who am I to choose resistance? So Australia, I choose happiness. We choose happiness. We write for ourselves, to own ourselves, for self-preservation, a declaration of political warfare. We are not a debt to pay, an apology to make, a set of instructions, one version of a reality, so stand with us. Do not make our world a single story.